Here we are again. Okay, now you're probably sitting there or standing or laying down, however you're watching this video. You're probably kind of sitting there wondering, going, wait a minute, you did this already. Well, yes and yeah. See, it turns out that I accidentally deleted this video some time ago because I was trying to get rid of a lot of videos that either didn't upload or were somehow stuck on my video page on here, and so I pretty much just started deleting videos left and right, and I wound up losing 2 videos, and one of them was the original visit to the DPM Cargill lot. So now we're back and we're doing it again, and this is a revisit to the DPM Cargill parking lot, and I still have no idea what that is, but I'm sure there's going to be some dirty jokes and comments out there ready to present itself. So so I've already opened up the floodgates. There you go. But yeah, we're going to spend a little time down here, not a whole lot, because it's so doggone hot. It's still July, and I guess if you gripe and complain enough that the weather is odd because we have rainy days and it gets cold, and the next thing you know, you have several days of heat and you're pumping up that air conditioner, your window fan, whatever you got to keep your house cool, whatever you got going. That's another one of those things. I had no idea there were 2. I really didn't. Huh. So anyway, but yeah, this is a revisit to the, and if revisit isn't a word, well, oh well. Down here to the old DPM Cargill parking lot, which, again, you know, this place has not been messed with or touched since the big electrical fire, which many people still believe that the people who took over this place, people who own the Cargill company, had something to do with that fire, because they let all the employees go for Easter weekend, or Easter night, Easter day, Easter, the holiday period, and then sometime after that an electrical fire broke out, and it was reported on the news, and it was later on leaked that the Cargill company had been known to do this kind of thing, to buy out certain meat packing plants and try to basically burn down the building just to get the insurance money. So again, it's really kind of hard to say whether or not all this is true, but who knows, really. And but it's a real shame this place had to go, because this place was the lifeblood of this town, and it brought in money. It really brought in a lot to this town, and Boonville for a long time was actually a kind of a happening place to be. If there were 2 jobs in this town that people wanted to work at, this was definitely one of them, because it had great health benefits, great pay, and everything like that. And the other place, of course, would be Walmart. But I think more people wanted to work here because, again, the pay was better and there were more benefits. But unfortunately, with everything good, well, stuff happens. And the one reason I'm kind of glad that this place burned down to the ground, although I'm not really somebody who follows conspiracy theories that often, but it is a little bit strange that this place would burn down due to an electrical fire caused by nobody being around except the people who ran this place. The reason why I was kind of actually happy to see this place go is because of this place. I lost my mom, and she worked at a place in Fort Smith called OK Foods, which is pretty much like Tyson's lesser-known cousin. It's a chicken plant, and she made good money there. But after we moved here to Boonville from Huntington, we got told about this place, saying the pay's better, the benefits are better, everything was just plain better here. So she started working out here, and life was good for the family. But unfortunately, a few years after working out here, Mom blacked out on the line, and from there her health got worse, and it was just really bad for us. So, but for many people who had a lot of terrible tragedies happen out here, there were a lot of people that were actually kind of glad to see this place go and burn up. But there were other people just really upset that this place that brought in money to Boonville, many job opportunities. I mean, there were job opportunities all over this town. But unfortunately, due to this place going the way of the dodo, it pretty much just, I don't know what the, can I get a close-up of that thing real quick? This thing here? What is that? Like a card punching thing? I don't know. But again, it's this place was the lifeblood of Boonville for many, many years, but unfortunately, like when things happen, I mean, somebody else comes in, takes over a company that seemed to do okay, and the next thing you know, kaboom. And I remember that night distinctly because I went walking into town. I was living with my friend Tyler at the time, and I decided to take a walk into town, and I saw just this big orange cloud coming from this direction here. I didn't know what to think. The crazy thing is that people who actually lived in town got a little bit of money due to damages due to what happened out here. And I'm sorry, but we didn't get anything because we lived outside of town at the time. So that really blew chunks for us. But everybody else who lived in town got like $50 or something like that, depending on how far they lived from here. And there was word going around that there were people who actually lived close to, like back there and close to around this area around here and off over that way. And of course, the trailer park back this way. They got paid a lot. So it was pretty much the distance from this place, however much you got paid. So that really sucked. But since then, this place has tried to be numerous different things. At one time, this place was sort of an outdoor flea market, and that ran for about 2 or 3 months. And of course, that didn't, for some odd reason, it didn't. I mean, I heard a lot of good things about the place, but I guess didn't get enough business to stick around. So off it went. And there's been rumors that big red and white truck. There's been rumors that there's been an airplane parts factory supposed to be built out here. One time, Tyson was supposed to take over this place, but the mayor said no, I want to give you. Now, you look at all that land over there. He says, I want to give you all of this over here. He says, you have a lot more land over that way. And you look at it, and there's just, wow. But they said, no, we want this here, and unfortunately Tyson's and the mayor couldn't come to a good agreement, so Tyson's just packed up and left, and a lot of people hear word about, oh, I heard Jerry said this, Mayor Jerry Wilkins. But I talked to a couple of the guys that were actually there for that meeting, and they said, no, here's what really happened. When they told me, I was like, that's kind of a surprise that they wouldn't take this good-sized land over here. But I don't know, it's kind of crazy. But and of course, there was a rumor going around that Walmart was actually the new Walmart Supercenter, which is currently under construction, was actually going to build here too. But I guess that was just a crazy rumor. So who really knows what they're going to do with this place? It's hard to say. But I'm going to take one more little scan around before I get on out of here and get out of this heat, because this is just excruciating. That's a big word for this video, excruciating. If you don't know what it means, don't look it up on Wikipedia. Just go find a dictionary. Wikipedia. The only thing they seem to know anything about are movies and how they go, and track listings on CDs. So there you go. Well, folks, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get home and get cool because it's too hot to be out here. Stay strong and rock on.